Armored Core 6 is a lot like Ultrakill if Ultrakill was a robot. Oh wait. By its core, the game is about running your shitty mech into a difficult mission to learn the harsh realities of the hood. Your power lies in the variety of your parts and the ability to change them at any point. Enemies will present various problems to which there are solutions. Banging your head in the general direction of the best build will get you the win. So in today's Elden Ring challenge run, we will be completely ignoring that advantage by restricting the weapons that we can use. This video's challenge is decided completely by chance, as is the day of your death. Kinetic weapons basically encompass the common American elective. If your weapon fires a conventional bullet or slaps your enemy with a giant stick, then that is kinetic. And for a bonus challenge, completing a mission with a certain weapon locks that weapon to that chapter, preventing me from using double Zimmermans in every mission, and having zero drawbacks on my mental health. This video will be one in a series of challenge runs of AC6 until I get the true ending. So I suggest that you subscribe so that you can catch the rest of the videos. That's your last warning. I'll be starting this challenge run on a new save because the AC that we crash land with conveniently starts with a kinetic weapon. I named my guy Kirby as requested by my friend, and we start with the Ludlow, which I thought was underwhelming until the later parts of the game where I'm forced to use SMGs and pistols. I really underestimated the value of a basic semi-automatic rifle. The helicopter fight sets the tone for the entire challenge because kinetic weapons are the most well-rounded of the bunch, which means they aren't exceptional, but you won't be pulling any tricks either. Wait, I actually have to get good at the game? I immediately switched out the Turner for the Runsetsu RF. Looking back at it, this was a mistake. But Chapter 1 went by smoothly enough, and the Bolteos fight perfectly summarizes what I have to learn in this playthrough. There are no tricks. My time to kill will remain almost entirely the same for every attempt, which isn't usually so bad until you remember that this game is the godforsaken love child of Toho and Dark Souls. Chapter 2 sees the replacement of the Runsetsu with the Huben, as in Hubin talking shit about me. This seems like a good weapon until you face a half-competent enemy and... The Smart Cleaner is the perfect storm to counter my build. This guy is the cornerstone in Dyson's vacuum technology, cleaning the problem one life at a time. Smart Cleaner has no weaknesses, except for the most inconvenient hole in the planet, or as I like to call it, your mom. This caveat is only made worse by the Huben having the accumulative impact of a college degree against my concealed carry. But nothing has left a bigger impact on my mental health than the Huben's ammo count. I need more bullets. But hope is not lost, as I decided to really get the bang for my buck by adding the Haldeman to my build. There was no way I could beat this fight with the Huben, so now it's time to let God do the work. There isn't that much to say about a chapter that has 3 missions. I mean, there's the Afghani hospital level, but well, no one likes that one.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Rise, motherfucker!
The airplane!
Boom! Back out!
Казахстан угрожает нам бомбардировкой.
The Sea Spider is a boss that you want to keep in the ACS overload, preferably before it does the same to you. But on top of that, this is where FromSoft pulls the first knowledgeable attack that just straight up kills you. And aside from making the fight worse, this move only really serves to give you a fucking ventricular fibrillation when the thing decreases its altitude by even a millimeter. If you do recognize the attack, just assault boost upwards. There's literally no way to dodge this. In Chapter 3, I pursued the most important upgrade of turning my AC pink, in accordance to my name. In this arc, I decided to settle with the Runsetsu AR, which is advertised as an upgrade to the RF. But this gun has no impact, no range, and no bullet speed. And as per tradition for every chapter, we start this one with a boss fight. Guys, look, it's Ornstein and Shibok. The Omoi duo is a fight that is barely fucking fair. The Lance guy will almost always clip you, while the other guy builds up ACS train like my father on the weekend. And while it looks complicated, the solution is actually elementary. Just don't let him take his turn.
My ears burn!
This fight is entirely set in place to teach you how to kick, and boy does it work. Fucking fight back. And once the first guy is down, the other guy follows through fast. The missions went well, until the Asylum survey rolled up, where this fucker shows up again. This fight wouldn't be so bad if the terrain wasn't made up of Lego bricks. I spent 15 minutes chasing this helicopter, so I switched to the Scudder, then found out that it was the best rifle in the game. It's not even funny how good these things are. And after that, I decided to fight the Cataphract. It has no weaknesses. Raven's fight was also very simple. This is the very first test of attrition, because remember, I don't have any instant kill combos, so fights with other ACs often mean that they can burn through all of their repair kits. You'll see why that hurts later. But for now, it's time for the funny worm. Honey, would you still love me if I was a worm? Okay, let's get something straight. This fight is not hard. It's a cakewalk if the thing walking on the cake was a worm. That is to say that it's not difficult, but long. Like, really, really long. You can take down the shields with any other weapon, but it's already 10 minutes long with just the stun needle. I have kids to feed. Wait, hold on, they're banging on the basement door. I actually failed the damage test on this one, and I took so long that my schizophrenia girlfriend told me to hurry up. Hey guys, Playrima here. In today's Elden Ring challenge, we're gonna be breaking an end. This is Chapter 4, which is the point where the good developers leave to make the next game. I initially intended to run this chapter with the Harris, another semi-automatic kinetic rifle, but I can't quite figure out what this weapon does wrong. It just doesn't feel as good as the Scudder does. These missions make you kill a bunch of nobodies until you start to feel good about yourself, and then suddenly Enforcer jump scare. This is the Enforcer. It's not a boss, it's a tendonitis simulator. This guy is so fast, he looks like he pre-moves his recovery frames. Okay guys, today we're gonna sacrifice the queen. There has to be a special place in hell for the motherfucker who gave this boss the ability to last frame dash your kicks. The Enforcer specializes in making your FCS look like a chipboard in a microwave, while simultaneously making his look like it was powered by a dying star. Above all else, this boss solidifies that Armored Core 6 is a role-playing game, and right now we're role-playing the prison showers, so better not drop the fucking soap, buddy. This boss was so hard that I decided to sacrifice another weapon, which also meant that I had to redo the entire mission. I tried the rusty pistols first, and immediately realized that it is prone to running out of bullets. Bigger weapons. So I tried using the Ashmead and the Double Trouble, but I can't use the Ashmead's charge attack because it does explosion damage, and without the charge attack, it's more like a toothpick than a bunker. The Double Trouble is just bruh. But just as I had begun to make progress, the Enforcer pulled out its strongest attack, cutting my power. So I gave up and did the mission with Zimmermans. I fucking hate this game. Fortunately, Chapter 4 runs out of bullshit to throw at me, and now we're back to the regularly scheduled mowing. All I can say here is, who the fuck cooked these shotguns? I'm out here in Core of Armored Modern Warfare. Today we're doing the harassment level. But there lies a major drawback to using these weapons, as I have been saving them for the final and hardest chapter of the game. And now that I unlocked to Chapter 4, I'm stuck with pistols and submachine guns. I'm going to fight God with the kitchen gun. The Ibis system is like the Empress of Light of Armored Core 6, because while it looks difficult, if you're already desensitized by the trauma, this feels a lot easier than it should be. Fortunately for me, I hear the red line sound effect when I sleep. Well, maybe that's not a good thing. Oh, and if you're wondering, I only use the right hand gun in Jailbreak mission. Okay guys, we're going up against the modern colonization of developing land by fossil fuel companies, because mommy said so. My arsenal for this chapter is dangerously limited, but at least I don't have to worry about saving weapons for later. So I'll be introducing my cast, starting with the Etsujin, arguably the strongest SMG in the game. Insane for speed builds. Cock. It's literally called Cock. This is the kitchen gun. The Sampu. It fires in 2-round bursts, those two being Smith and Wesson. And finally, the Changchen, a weapon perfectly made for 1920s America, with how efficiently it introduces lead into the enemy's bloodstream. With all that said, I wonder what betraying my friends has in store for me. I can't believe it. They actually made the Godskin duo fun. It really says a lot about society when FromSoft makes a fun boss, and I am surprised. Cinder and Chatty is a fight that consists of a lot of explosions, and the sound of your ACS train having a mental breakdown. Nothing beats the moment you play Armored Core 6 and this banger starts playing. This is the best ending in the game. It's really funny how this is one of the final missions. I mean, you just get to take out some generators, go on a smart cleaner date with Rusty, and it doesn't seem that bad at all.
Send me your dick pics.
Oh,
okay?
for fuck's sake.
Break them, John.
Hey guys, Playrime here, and today we're role-playing the scientist that cured cancer. It is proven that you learn when you are forced out of your comfort zone. But in this boss, it is your comfort zone that is forced to file a restraining order. You think that you're doing well until suddenly come jump scare. This fight is like combining all the bullshit from all the other fights and making it slightly worse. Attacks with insane tracking, crazy movement, and funny ACS interactions. But worst of all, a nigh undodgeable attack that just straight up kills you. This attack has no weaknesses, and the only way to win is to let God take the wheel. Doing well in the first part doesn't even matter because, oh, here comes the fucking laser. These fights are often identified as damage tests, but here's a damage test for the developers. How much damage can your spine take before you lose consciousness? I had to quit this fight to order 17 enhancements on top of adopting the fastest AC that I could muster up, just to be able to consistently get past the first phase. But even then, the only true weakness that V2 has is actual fucking skill, and you only have to get lucky once. Holy shit, they really animated this view. I hope I don't get sniped by a giant Oh my god, guys, it's fucking Walter White. This is truly the moment Walter White became red. Look, I'm not trying to make jokes, but he's trying to finish the mission to get his life back. What more do I need to say? It's quite fitting that the final fight of this playthrough is an AC endurance test, because the only real threat in this fight is his tendency to one-shot you. I sidestepped this weakness by removing my machine guns and dodging even faster. I honestly didn't expect I'd beat this one after meeting bosses like Enforcer and V2, but here we are. One ending attained with only kinetic weapons. This video is a part of a series of challenge runs building up to the final NG Plus ending, so if you want to catch the next one, then make sure to subscribe. It would really help. Thanks for watching.